This is a serious situation. That's why we're on the air live, because this is a tornado warned storm. Tornado warning still in effect for Lee County. Actually, see the rotation on here, and yes, you do. It's a large area of rotation, possibility of broad rotation, but there is a tornado warning in association with that. If threatening weather is approaching your area, you need to seek shelter indoors, away from windows, interior part of your house, in a basement, hallway, closet, or a bathroom. You don't want to be outside, but if you're in a mobile home, you want to get out of that mobile home immediately. We had a lot of this back in 2011. Get out of that mobile home, seek a safe shelter. Very likelihood that you're going to see at least quarter to golf ball size hail. You can connect with us, take your picture, then send it to us at pix@wjhl.com. We've got a picture of some hail coming in. That's what they're trying to tell me. And you can see, look at that hail. Now, where do you guys know where that's from offhand? This is Dryden, Virginia, and again, we had reports of golf ball size hail, so that is an amazing picture. Still a very good wrap around there with that cell, Brian, as you look at that. So there's still potential here. We might actually see maybe a funnel cloud, even an isolated tornado with this. Pattonsville, if you're in that area, you need to seek shelter immediately. Also, Stickleyville, this possibly could be a tornado forming across parts of Southwest Virginia. If you were living in Scott County, we are giving you plenty of heads up, and eventually it's going to come on down to Sullivan County as well, maybe parts of Hawkins County too. Tornado warnings to our west, and now tornadoes warnings just to the northwest of the Tri-City area. There's that little curl that we're watching where that rotation could be with this particular storm. National Weather Service is confirming a tornado over Oak Grove or near Johnson City. Watch over in this area here. You will see the funnel cloud. It looks like an actual tornado underground. It's going to take a second or two. A white tornado coming down because of condensation. Right there it is. There is a tornado on the ground in the Rock Springs area. So we got to get verification, but that definitely is a tornado. So if that is the Rock Springs area, that's most likely why we had the tornado damage through parts of Sullivan Gardens, Rock Springs, down possibly along Highway 36 in the Johnson City area. You can see some debris going up there. And we had that debris signature, but you know, you got to get confirmation of something on the ground also to go along with that. But that definitely is a tornado that we're looking at in that video. We're still dealing with active severe weather. I do want to point out that tornado watch still in effect until 2 o'clock in the morning. We're still under the gun here, still watching shower and thunderstorm activity. And yes, a lot of these are still severe. Take a look at Viper radar. Still lit up here, quite a bit of lightning. We continue to monitor these storms. They do have a potential of producing damaging thunderstorm winds. Still that possibility of hail and definitely some heavy rainfall and vivid cloud to ground lightning. As we zoom in, Kingsport, Churchill, Seguinsville, Bayleton, all of you under the gun with the active weather, and that's now continuing, unfortunately, right over the area where we had the damage from the I-81-26 corridor stretching down into parts of Washington County, down along the Highway 36 area. But definitely be on the lookout. You're going to find some vivid cloud to ground lightning, a possibility there's damaging winds as these storms continue to move right down over the Tri-City metropolitan area. New update here, we're seeing a possibility here of maybe nickel to dime size hail with those cells as they're moving into the Tri-Cities. We're not done with it yet. The reason we have the tornado watch till 2 o'clock in the morning, still watching more thunderstorm activity to our northwest. We're definitely going to be right here with you, keep you updated throughout the night as that severe weather threat will continue. And you look at our lightning detection system, still over 500 strikes in the last 15 minutes alone. We are noticing some drier air. That's in the orange, and that dry air will continue to plunge southward, hopefully shutting the thunderstorm activity off by at least 2 o'clock in the morning, which would be good news for us. We've had several reported tornadoes. We've gotten video of confirmation, but the Weather Service, they're really the ones who are going to have to go out and do the survey. But I was up in off Eastern Star, pretty good damage path up there off of Mitchell Road up there.
Photos were amazing there.
Yeah, they were.
We've got some of this video here, Mark, and we'd like your perspective on it. What are we seeing here? This was some video that came in.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of video like this. This is what we term as a rope tornado, similar to what we'd see in this area because of our mountainous terrain. Very thin funnel cloud from the ground all the way up, and that tornado actually touching the ground here. But that is a rope tornado moving very quickly. And we think that this might have actually started in Hawkins County, moved down over Rock Springs and Sullivan Gardens into the Eastern Star exit area, and right down the eastern side of I-26 towards the Appalachian Fairgrounds and Highway 75. Here's what's an interesting fact. Talking to the Weather Service tonight, there have only been 7 documented tornadoes in our region during the month of July.
Oh, wow.
since history began in terms of recording tornado history here. So very impressive, very unusual weather pattern. And thanks to all the people connecting on social media today. Numerous videos, helps us out. We can send those to the Weather Service.
Right.
So when they're doing their investigation, and I'll be out there tomorrow morning, we can see what the damage is, whether it's straight line. We've had some tornadoes, but we'll be able to decipher tornado, straight line, or microburst damage. Quite a light show. Watch out for heavy rain. This threat continues. We'll be here covering it through the evening until the severe weather threat has ended.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds tonight continues our team coverage. Mark, you were on the air for hours yesterday as the storms really blew in. Today you were in the air, seeing for yourself, courtesy Wings Air Rescue. And want to look at this video and walk us through what we're seeing here.
Well, what you're seeing right there is the damage off Rock Springs Road there in Sullivan County. And while you're looking at the damage, we do have confirmation now, 2 tornadoes. The Rock Springs tornado about a half mile in length. Winds of 110. That's an EF1. And also the Gray tornado, which you're going to see some of the damage from that, a separate tornado, EF1, winds of 100 miles per hour. And interesting, Josh, as we look at this, we flew a path from just Highway 36 with Wings Air Rescue and Joe Doyle, our pilot, but that path went from Highway 36 almost to the intersection there around Tri-Cities Crossing on 81 and 26. So that second tornado, an EF1, winds of 100, the path 7.1 miles, 300 yards wide. Because it was a rope tornado, you see that sporadic damage. So kind of touchdown here, lift up, touchdown again. So sporadic damage, especially right around the Gray area.
Now, Storm Team 11 Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds.
All right, our temperatures in the 20s. I cannot reiterate enough. The heavy snow is now making its way in from the south. Getting reports here just outside of the Flag Pond area towards the North Carolina border. Weather watcher Chris Dannenberger saying he's gotten 5 inches of snow in 3 hours. Visibility is now less than 100 yards. Roads are terrible there right at the state line. We're watching ice down to the south, but look how it's changing over to snow, and all this moisture is heading northward. That's why we are going to probably see one of the heaviest snows we've seen in quite some time. I just want to give you a heads up on that. You got to be prepared. And again, we could find power outages because this is going to be a wet snow, and we are seeing wind along with it as well. Right now, we're looking at 12 to 14-inch snowfall, also 10 to 12 inches just outside of the mountains into western North Carolina. Over the Tri-Cities, it looks like our total snowfall at this time will be anywhere from 6 to 10 inches from now through tomorrow afternoon. Already getting pictures. A lot of you sending pictures. We certainly do appreciate that. Here's the Harris family farm in Leesburg. You're seeing the ground covered there. A lot of you sending you pictures of pets as well. They're enjoying the snowfall. But again, if your pets are outdoors, make sure they have adequate shelter and fresh water. And road conditions are going to deteriorate very quickly. So that heavy snow falling going to make roadways very, very hazardous, extreme dangerous there in the higher terrain and all over the region as the snow will accumulate area-wide. Temperatures in the 20s. Look at our 7-day forecast. Another round of light snow Friday into Saturday morning. That will bring some additional accumulation, and then we can finally say, with highs in the 50s next week. But tonight, going to be rough. You know, you're seeing that break, and a lot of people are going to get caught off guard, but that moderate snow moving in from the south.
Well, hopefully everybody's home and safe and where they
let's
need to
hope
be
so.
for the evening.
Yeah.
And as you analyze this, Mark, there's a lot of moisture.
A lot of the Gulf of
that's what's
Mexico
gonna bring
open wide
this.
up. We've seen severe weather in Florida right now. Thunderstorms, a lot of energy down there as well. But this is an impressive storm coming our way.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you so much.
Mark, this system is not done. A lot more expected overnight, right?
And that's certainly true. We've been seeing some comments on Facebook already. People saying, hey, is it over? It is not over by far. Trust me. Possibility of up to 6 to 10 inches of snow for the Tri-City area. So keep that in mind. That's going to be one of the heaviest snows we've seen in quite some time. And again, if you've seen a bit of a break in the snow activity, trust me, it is just a bit of a break. More heavy to moderate snow coming our way. Over a foot possible in the higher terrain. Travel is going to become extremely dangerous tonight.
Great information out there for people who are looking for it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. And stay with News Channel 11 and WJHL.com through the evening as we have team coverage of the winter weather and its impact on the roads and also your morning drive.